Hey everyone, welcome back to another TSW5 video, and today we are checking out not one but two very special mods that just released. And now before we get started, I do have to emphasize this is PC only. And I am pretty sure these have only been tested on the Steam version of Train Sim World 5. So, if you are on console, or Epic, or Xbox, please take this with a pinch of salt, because you basically can't download this. Anyway, so yeah, we are checking out, the first mod that we are checking out today is the Class 66 MEGAPACK mod by Suffragette, one of the examples which you can see before you. This is a coalesce rail, Class 66/8, and look at those headlights. These headlights, this headlight cluster, has never been seen in Train Sim World before, and this is totally these headlights are a totally custom model. Hang on, I should increase the depth of field so they stay in focus. Hang on, there we go. So, yeah. Which is one of the reasons this is PC only, because you can't do 3D modeling like this in the Creators Club for obvious reasons. So yeah, basically, the stated intention of Suffragette is to eventually have every single variant and livery of the Class 66 that has ever ridden the rails of the UK, which is pretty cool. The second mod we have is the Class 66 Sound mod by Rob S. And bear in mind, both of these mods will be linked down in the description. So go give them a whirl. Also, another thing I do need to mention is you have to have Southeastern High Speed, the RHTT Railhead Treatment Train, and West Coast Mainline South, London Euston to Milton Keynes. If you do not have those three DLCs, then this will not work, and if you try to load anything up, it will crash your game. So yeah, thanks to a little trickery with the public editor, these 66s basically substitute in anywhere the 66 can run, including on the Cargo Line Volume 4 services, which is pretty cool. So yeah, enough waffle, let's get started. Also, bear in mind, this has received a patch. This is not version 1, I think this is like version 1.2 or something. So yeah, I think there were like some additional release bugs. So yeah. So do the front headlights work now? Yes, they do. There was a bug with version 1 that meant the version with these front headlights was not working properly as they should. So glad to see that was patched. Let's get the safeties on. I know one certain viewer of my channel, namely Melbourne Train Guy, is going to be both excited and sad to see different variants of the 66 in TSW, since the poor chap's on a PlayStation 5 and can't access this mod. Let's put the instrument light dimmer to 0, because it actually functions best at 0% on the dimmer. Now we just gotta wait another 25 seconds and we can make our way up to Gospel Oak. So yeah, the service is, if you're wondering, the service is 6 Mike 53 West Thurrock sidings to Cricklewood aggregates, but it goes, in reality, on the Suffragette line, you can only take it from Ripple Lane to Gospel Oak. Yeah, that's quite a bit of talking I just did, but yeah, look, we've seriously needed new variants of the Class 66 in this game, and to finally see a 66 like with these newer LED headlight clusters and the coalesce rail freight livery is pretty cool. Like, I'm like, come on, how's my FPS doing? Not bad. So yeah, we've got some empty aggregates wagons today. I think these are the JNAs off of Southeastern High Speed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, there's a class. I should open the window. There goes a class 710 up to Barking Riverside. I think we're limited to 15 for now, so I'll cut back the throttle slightly. Man, it has been a hot minute since I was last in the Class 66. Glad to be back, really. Now that we have a mod which adds a ton of the different Spratty Heath is definitely not done putting all the different variants of the 66 in the game. So this is basically like a somewhat early access release. But yeah, this is very cool to have a coalesce, like, I can't list all the liveries off the top of my head. There is a dedicated manual, for those who are into that kind of thing and want to learn about the product. So, yeah, we're coming up to Barking. Yeah, this Class 66 sound mod takes the Armstrong Powerhouse sounds and really remixes them nicely. Right, let's give her notch 3, and let's get going. Looks like we're limited to 40, going through Barking. Which part of Barking are we going through? Okay, we're going through platform 8, okay. And yeah, and then we go up here. Yeah. And for one thing that I still find is a bit of a disappointment is we still don't have any AI at Barking, which makes the station feel a bit lifeless, but I can understand. Wow, those sounds are really different. Yeah, one of the people noted, listen to that, you can really hear the traction motors now. That's so cool! Having seen quite a few 66s in real life, this makes me quite happy. Alright, so we'll be able to go up to 40 in a minute. Oh yeah. This sounds so good! I am stunned. Yeah, these two mods yeah, also, I should also mention that if you have the on-track simulations Virgin timetable from the, for the West Coast Mainline South London Euston to Milton Keynes, that's also a mod, then this thing is designed to go into that timetable and like have specific livery show up. And also apparently these Class 66 liveries can also show up as AI as well, because like the public editor allows you to do that, so that's pretty cool. Let's give her a notch 4. Yeah. Pity these wagons are empty, really, but hey. Oh man, those sounds! Well, I love the Armstrong Powerhouse sounds that you get with the 66, but this just takes it up to 11. Alright, okay, let's give her notch 6. Wow, you can really hear those traction motors now, holy. Yeah, Gospel Look in 10 miles. Alright, passing through Barking, which used to be the terminus of the Goblin line, until it was extended up to Barking Riverside. And I believe this is as far as the Train Sim Classic version of the Goblin line comes, because that's set before electrification and also before before electrification and before the extension to Barking Riverside. So you actually get a Class 171 Turbo Star with that route, which is weird to think that the London Overground was operating diesels on this line for a while, which is a bit nuts if you think about it. But yeah, when they electrified this line, all of the 171s were scrapped and replaced with Class 710s. So, though I do think the Class 378 operated on this route for a time. Alright. Oh my goodness, the sounds! So yeah, these wagons are completely stock. They're just included with Southeast and high speed. Let's shut the power off. Yeah. One thing I do like about the Goblin line is it does provide a bit of an extra challenge on those Class 66 runs, because there are quite a bit of speed limit changes, but it also doesn't take too long to complete a run, so yeah. Also, do let me know what you think of this pack down in the comments section, because I personally think this is one of the best things to have happened to the Class 66 in years, rather than constant DB and EWS livery recycling. So, do these wagons have dynamic suspension? Hang on. They're definitely moving from side to side. Don't know if they have... Wait a minute. Here's a set of points. Okay, they're definitely moving from side to side. Maybe that's just camera sway. I don't know. Let's give a notch 2. Sound the horn. Sound the horn for coming through Woodgrange Park. We've got a W... Oh, goodness. We are actually going quite quickly. Hang on. Whoops-a-daisy. I did not mean to be going that quickly. I got distracted by admiring the 66. Okay. Oh boy. Oh no. Too much automatic brake. Forgot how powerful this brake could be. Passing. There's another 710. Notch 5. About to pass over the Elizabeth line near the station of Forest Gate, which is on the Shenfield branch of the route, I believe. So yeah, I've never been this far up the Elizabeth line. Like, I think the farthest I've been along the Elizabeth line is Farringdon. So yeah, there's the Elizabeth line to our left-hand side. Heading up to Shenfield to our right, and Paddington to the west. Come on, see if notch 6 will do it. Come on. Alright, not 40 limit comes into force now. I do like the Suffragette line, Goblin line, whatever you like to call it, because it's just the perfect length for a short commuter run, but also it has some freight stuff as well, so you can run the 66 on it if you want, or you could run the 710 on it. It's really up to you, and it's also short enough to have a lot of detail to it, and I love that. Yeah, so coming up on Winston Park. Give her a notch 7. Come on, buddy. Wow, there's another 66, and it is a solo locomotive. And it is a Ocean Network Express livery, which I believe is the livery off of Rivet Games' Engineering Express pack for the ScotRail Express route. Oh, I over-revved it. Whoops. Come on, revs, build back up. Yeah, and I believe since the 66s are based off of the Southeastern High Speed and West Coast Mainline South versions, I believe they all have dynamic suspension, so that's pretty nice. Nice little realistic touch there. So yeah, come on, buddy. Yeah. Oh man, those traction motor sounds, holy. The 66 was good before, but this makes it absolutely superb. Like, and I mean superb in the most literal sense. The modders in this game, man. Like, the community, shout out to all you modders in the community. You're awesome. Especially the guy who put Matt Pedalston's face on Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm looking at you, sir. If you have not seen a picture of that mod yet, go and find it. It is hilarious. And if you guys don't know who Matt Pedalston is, he's the executive producer of Train Sim World. Yeah, there seems... Are those transparent trees causing issues? Anyway, coming up on Leytonstone High Road. direct brake. Releasing direct brake, giving a notch 2. Passing over some sort of line there. Is that the... What is that? I don't even know what that is. Is that the Docklands light rail? Please let me know down in the comments. I have no idea what that is. Anyway. Alright. Speed limit warning sign for something. I don't know what that is. Coming up on Leighton Midland Road. Alright, shut down the power. I do like taking the Class 66 out for a spin now and then, but I don't really do it on camera because I just don't think, because a lot of people have just gotten bored with the 66. And I can understand why, really, because it's just been recycled so often, and it's the only British freight locomotive in the game, at least a modern day one, not counting the Class 87, of course, on Preston to Carlisle. And yeah, I just don't really use the Class 66 on camera because it just wouldn't get, I'm trying to be practical here, and it just wouldn't get YouTube views. Because like people would be like, oh, it's another 66 in Train Sim World. That's I'll just ignore it because I'm just so bored with it. But yeah, I think I decided to make an exception to my unwritten rule and take the Cola 66 out from mine because this is just a good livery. Like, just admit it, guys. Like, this is a good livery. Alright, okay, shutting down the power for this downward gradient. Whee! Yeah, that's a 1.6%. Woof. Yeah. At least I'm not taking a 66 up the Licky Incline on, what is it? Birmingham Cross City, that's the one. Coming up on Walthamstow Queen's Road, near the... Can't think of what that line is. Trying to remember what line this is. The line, it's just the line to Chingford via Clapton. Another AWS warning. I think I'm trailing a 710. I think. Yeah, whatever that line is, I don't know what that line is. Please let me know down in the comments. We crossed so many lines. Let's give her a notch 5. Coming up on Black Horse Road. Alright, we do have a 20 limit coming up. That's not good. Yeah. The Suffragette line, or the Goblin line, or whatever you like to call it, is an example of like one of those really decent, of those really good Train to World routes, which are just short but sweet, is how I would describe it. Like, short but sweet. There's another 66! And it is in a... What is that livery? Hang on. It is a Direct Rail Services livery. Oh, and it's the one off of Engineering Express again. You can tell that because it has the RHTT remote in it. Lol. I thought it had a JBL livery on the logo on the side, and I got incredibly confused. Alright, we do have a 20 limit coming up. That's not good, so I'll shut down the power. We do have a red signal coming up, so I will keep an eye on that. Applying direct brake, because I don't want to use the automatic brake if I can avoid it, because that thing's way too powerful. I say that and immediately use the automatic brake, but hey, I have to slow down quite quickly. Releasing automatic brake. Yeah, this bridge has a 20-mile-an-hour limit across it. If you could tell me why it has a 20-mile-an-hour limit across it, I'd really love to know because, yeah. Anyway, oh, I noticed that the TSW5 water effects were added. That's pretty good because, yeah, a bunch of TSW4 era routes were updated to incorporate the new water effects. So, and I think this also has the modern track shadows. Yeah, it does have the modern track shadows. Look at that. You can definitely tell it has the modern track shadows. Just gotta wait for the whole train to make its way across the bridge. Crossing under, over or under? I think over the Lee Valley line. And, yeah. Yeah, we gotta go up to go over the Lee Valley line. Which is another electrified line. What? I wonder what stock runs on it. Yeah, you can just barely see a station over there. Alright, we got a... Yeah, let's just... Since we don't have a time limit to get to... what's it called? Gospel Oak is the name I'm thinking of. I'll just keep to 30... I won't try to accelerate up to 45. I'll just accelerate up to 30 and just coast through South Tottenham. Goodness, those traction motors are really clear now with this sound mod. Holy. Hopefully this mod gets updated for TSW6 compatibility once that game comes out, because yeah, I don't think I can go back to the old 66 now. This is just too good. I'm spoiled by good mods. There's the spur coming in from the Lee Valley line. And coming into South Tottenham. Alright. Looks like the line levels out. There's another line, which is the... Oh, it's another Lee Valley line. Oh, we're on a 1.1% down gradient, so I will... Oh, now it's going back up again. This line has a lot of gradient changes, I must say. Crosses under and above so many other lines, it's ridiculous. Let's just try and hold speed for now until we get across the A503 here, and it looks like we're good. So, is there a train ahead of us? Yes, there is. It is the Barking Riverside to Gospel Oak, which is a Class 710 service. So yeah. We're definitely slower than he is, but we're not stopping, so... Yeah. Also, at the time of recording, Rivet Games are about to release their West Midlands Rail and Cross Country Class 170 Stroke 5 and Stroke 6 pack for the Birmingham Cross City, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, do let me know down in the comments what you think of that. I'm a fan of Rivet's 170 from what was it, 5 Circle? Yeah, 5 Circle. So I am interested to see how this pack turns out, and this actually genuinely has me interested in getting Birmingham Cross City. So if you're interested in seeing a Cross City line on the channel or the Class 170, let me know and I can put it on my Steam wish list, so once it goes on sale I can get it. So yeah. Coming up on what is this station? Haringey Green Lanes with a single yellow, so I will cut the power. There's no AWS magnet for that one, so it probably could catch you out if you're not careful. About to pass under the East Coast main line. If you're lucky and have Peterborough to Doncaster in the Class 700 DLC, you can see AI traffic going up and down. I have actually been through here in real life in the past, can't remember where it was. When it was, sorry. I think it was on the 22nd of July? Yeah, 22nd. I actually went up the East Coast main line to York in a Grand Central Class 180. So, yeah, pretty cool. I'll show you like where I was, but let's just coast up to this signal. Let's apply the direct brake. Yeah, we'll slow down in time. Oh yeah, you can hear a Class 800 going over. Nope, that's an 801. I do have a sound mod for that, so which is why it sounds different to normal. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just show you in the drone camera. One nice thing that the developers included is you have a little path up here and a little bench so you can train spot on the East Coast main line. So I've thundered up here and then through Haringey, through Hornsey, which I think, no, Haringey is the station name, and I've looked like here and down there from about here while going at 125, which is so cool because like I can finally see a POV in real life, which I saw in the game, which I saw in real life. It's also really nice to sit on this bench and have a look at the trains going by. Just, yeah, it just underscores the lack of Grand Central stock in this game. Like, we so need a Voyager, a Grand Central Voyager and a Grand Central Class 180 in this game, as well as an LNER Class 91 with Mark IVs and a DVT in the LNER Intercity livery. Because right now, the East Coast, and we also need an LNER Class 800, because right now, the rail scene on the East Coast main line is, quite frankly, Spartan with just the Class 801. And then, yeah, we would need, like, the Lumo Class 803, the whole trains Class 802. Yeah, there's a lot of stock missing from Peterborough to Doncaster at the moment. And then, West Coast Mainline South needs that LNWR Class 730 in LNWR livery and West Midlands livery, because both of those run on the line in real life, and I've seen both of them, which is pretty cool. Like, come on, buddy. Oh man, this Class 66 sound mod. Oh man! Sounds so good. 30 mile an hour limit coming into is still in force, I should say. Coming up on Crouch Hill. Let's see what it sounds like in the tunnels. Not too much difference, but I think you can tell. That warning sign that was just on the left, that's for leaves on the line. Whoa. Coming up on Crouch Hill. Yeah. The brake sounds are also much more audible now, I think. Like, you can hear the brake sounds much better with this mod. Coming up on Upper Holloway. Yeah, And we've got a red signal just before we get shunted off into the Gospel Oak sidings. I expect to get very high marks for this run because I'm on a route with the new scoring system, platinum scoring system, and I'm also on a route which also allows for use of safety systems, and I am using safety systems quite a lot today. So yeah, okay, that 710 is just coming into Barking. Passing through Upper Holloway. So let's check the map. So yeah, it goes through a tunnel and then onto that line, which I can't remember the name of. Which is the line up to Cricklewood. Oh, I kept in the map. Okay, let's shut it down. Put the direct brake into hold. Start applying so we get slowed down. 700 yards to go. There's another 710. I do like the Aventras in real life and in TSW, and yeah, and I do like how good the Aventra is in TSW even by default. The sounds are top notch, I must say, for Dovetail games. All right. For 500 yards to run. What a magnificent machine the Class 66 is. Like, it was good before, but now I have no words for how good these two mod packs have made it. Oh, hello. If you want to try out these mods yourself, they are both Rob S's Class 66 sound pack and Spratty Heath's what is it? Rob and Spratty Heath's Class 66 MEGAPACK are both linked down in the description. PC/Steam only, I'm afraid. But Train to the World's Matt Pedalston has talked in the past about somehow getting mod support for consoles, so I am hopeful that eventually we could get something like that. Oh, we're going to overshoot so bad. Yeah. Oh no. There we go. Bit of an overshoot. Let's release the automatic brakes. I don't think I've been on this little spur line before. Oh. Yeah, so remember, the mods are linked down in the description. Let's see. So yeah, we got a bunch of points for using safeties, platinum medal. Yes. So yeah, I will see you all in the next video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.